and here I'm gonna put the stopwatch. So I'll be in a focus that I know the things are happening properly. And on my left side there is a screen, and on that screen all the references are there. So I'm seeing those references and I'm making the sketching. So I'm gonna start this now. I'm just seeing that the preview is happening properly. I guess yes, I can see on the screen that it's happening properly. So now I'm gonna start the sketching. It's exactly 6:30 I will start. Now it is 6:29. So 7:30 and 1 hour 40 minutes. So here I go. This is alarm again I kept. So very nice. Thank you so much. Love you. And here we go now. So this is the first sketch actually I did with the bone structure, but right now I'm not doing the bone structure. I'm just making the simple pose, because I started and I given the demo of how the body and the internal bone structure will be there. So this was the first sketch what I did. Then I'm going for the next one. Which is again a very nice pose, which is shoulder is tilted. The hand is in the pocket. And overall body is like a trophy. So very nice pose and gesture here, and again the face has a little tilt. So that was the second sketch. I'm going for third one. So again the lady pose was there, the shoulder and hands are folded. But body has a nice gesture here. The hips are very strongly given the nice pose. Yes, most of the time you see this is kind of bend and we feel odd, but it is not actually there. These kind of things are there. So third, and I'm going for the fourth. So again there is a nice fat lady who's dancing. The head is bended down. And one hand is up in this direction. Then the next one is the dog was there, so it's very nice study we did with the dog. The main body part of the back leg is very important. You can just study that properly, so won't be the much problem. Then the next one is the cat, which is looking up. The neck is something down like this, and the body is in the foreshortening. Again, the back legs are something like this. And this is the nice tail backside. Next, again the favorite one is the horse. Whenever I see the horse, I just get reminder of the great artist M.F. Hussain. He is also used to love the horses very much, and lot of things he explored with the horses. So that is there, the horse. Then I'm going for the next one is a fox, which is again a nice dimension. The roundity is the face, and the ears is the main identity of fox. His neck was tilted something like this, so he is looking back. And again these legs, so four-legged animals legs, the backside leg is something very important, and this is the fox tail. And I'm going for next one is the kangaroo. Kangaroo is again so his hand is loose, and again this I choose specific reference because there is a dimension, proper nice dimension was there in this, so I got to learn nice dimensionality in, and it's the leg of this is quite long, so that is again one of the important thing I learned from that. So that was the kangaroo. Then I started the topic here. I changed the topic and I started with the object drawing. So I did the vessels. So again, those are nice objects. To see the dimension into that, seeing the basic form is very important. Then the next one, again, the one of the object which has the nice big cup is there, which is kept, and in that there is some few things kept. You'll get to see all these drawings in the detail on my channel, so please do visit and see all these things. It's very nicely rendered and explain each and everything very quickly. Here is the one of the mixie, which is again I find a little difficult to draw when I was drawing that. But yes, I just followed the simply few things and I able to make this nicely with the all shades and all. So there was some support, and again there is the place to keep the things. Here again there is holding and buttons. That was the mixie, and next one is I'm going for the tea kettle. This is again the final result was amazing of this tea kettles. I was very much happy about these tea kettles. I like the handle. Basically this handle is quite interesting. And the important is the shades and lights on these. So very interestingly, if you see the final artwork of this, you will get to know that nice. Then I'm going now onward. I just started making the perspective architectural drawings. So there is a villa and I draw that villa in 2-point perspective. I don't know how much I'll be able to show here in the drawing right now. So here there was a swimming pool. So these are some of the lines which kept. Again, this is the depth of swimming pool. And here this is the ground line. Some of the things are there, and main is about this pillar are there. These are all glasses. So that was the sketch. Next I did was the tall building. So again that was perspective wise nice building. What I see that so in that also nice dimension. These are all glasses. There is down something, and yes, there is attached. So that way the entire building was there. In this perspective. Now here I did the nice house, which is again in the perspective. Which again has a nice design and windows and all these things. So nice depth into that. And here there was a staircase. Then I went for the next one, which is again, this is the nice low angle view of one of the temple I can see. And that actually I did it directly with the color pen. So these are the long pillars was there and low angle. The more important part is this. So these are the rounded steps was there. And it's nicely the pillars and all these things are very nicely here. And more about this dimension. Yes, whoever joining, thank you so much for joining again. Here one of the tree what house actually. So you can see these all on my channel. I am just making very quick sketches here. So there was the balcony here. Yes, and then I started with the superheroes, that is the Batman. First I started the very small face, the pointed ears, the cape, and the fantastic thing, the arms and bodies are superb. And the very important about this, the cape. Next also I did the Batman only, but it's in a gesture. And the face was there, the hand is completely going outside. And this leg was quite nicely folded here, one, and the other one was on the other side. But it's like a wave kind of thing which is there, and all this Batman wings was sprayed all over here. that was the Batman sketch. Then I did is the Iron Man. Again, this is the Iron Man pose, which is the hand coming out. The legs, again all the mechanical thing was there, but it's fantastically I drawn, I designed all these things. And main important, these wings are there in the back side. One more Iron Man pose, which is the bending here. The hand was something folding like this, and from that hand a kind of sword or something is coming out. Then head was here, which is bending here, and again the legs or the thigh is something like this. This is bending, and the back side, this hand is going on the back with this sword. So that is also again the Iron Man pose. After this, the Navratri started, and I did some of the poses of the Navratri, which has again nice frills. And here I just tried the color pens, so various color pens I use here. That is also again the nice fun experiment. So you can see in this, I guess internet is fluctuating. But do not worry, I am recording same time this video, so if in case you miss something, do not worry, you will get to see on my channel. So this is the nice drapery was nice hairs, and dandiya was playing here. The girl. Again, there is one nice colorful. I used the directly watercolors, and I made this sketch. So I was very much fascinated about these frills and drawings. And again this bulgy kind of dresses. Then I came back to superheroes, which is I did the Hulk one. So very strong muscles. the strong grip, and a lot of dynamism in this. Again, one more Hulk pose, which is very much in dynamism. So hand is in the foreground, something holding like this, and this is the chest line. Again, this leg is folded, and this is much in the background, become a shot. The head was here very small. I don't know any a different artist it made, but yes, it was the fantastic. This thing there. So that was again the Hulk one. Next is the Spider-Man. So I did the Spider-Man who's hanging on the walls. Nice muscle study in this also. So something like this, the wall was there, and on that he was hanging. After that also I did one more Spider-Man sketch, but that was colorful and lot of dynamism was there, so I enjoyed that very thoroughly. The more important part was the hand, which is very much in the foreground, and the body is very short and back. So that was the Spider-Man pose, which is throwing the spider or web. I am just saying anything. So here I again started with sketch with the furniture, which is again my favorite thing. With the perspective, if you do these things, it's very nice. That was the chair with the nice dimension. Yes, that's the art. Welcome, welcome, and thank you so much for joining. I'm very quickly making the sketches, so I'm not be able to reply much on this, because my target is to complete one sketch in 1 minute. So that was the chair, another chair. Yes, this was the again fantastic big chair. In the sense the back resting was quite big. So that was, I enjoyed. Then this is the entire sofa set, we did it. So there was pillows here. And again there is the center table was here. So that we did. So exactly 6:30 we started, and again here there is the sofa angle we drawn, which is from the front view. There is the chairs on the sides. And here also on this side there was the chair. And again there is the center table, but it's in a different little angle. So that was the sketch. Yes, here I again started with the old ancient statues. So quite nicely I captured them also. And this is the folded one. Where? So that was the ancient this thing. And then the next one is the, yes, my cake, the celebration cake is here. So
Thank you.
This is one more nice pose was there. Shoulder was down and the small baby was here there in her hand. Again the nice pose of this. One more pose, but this time it was completely in the low angle and the broken hand and body. Still time, na? How much? So that was the low angle was there. And lot of ornaments was she was wearing. Yes, that is the thing what generally happen. That's why I used to do the sketching in early morning.
What you thinking? Come. Come. Come in.
Come.
She's being shy.
So this is again the temple one, which is a nice temple, I guess from Indian South temple. Lot of designs was there in this specifically. So I don't know how much I'll be able to show here. Yes, but there is definitely two thing was there in front of that temple, and that was the perspective and some of the building you can see in the background. And here the next one again I did was the quite big temple, but that was a little low angle. And from the low angle we learn a lot of perspective in this. So here there's a lot of windows and it is going up, like small things is happening there, and a lot of windows are here. So that was there, and from all the sides the sky is coming toward this. That is main important part. And here there are the steps. Then again I started with the birds, which is the crow. What I did is here. And the shading part and everything, it's come out so well, so nice that some of the people thought it's a real one. So the realism is came very nicely in this. And along with that I did the face study also in that sketch specifically. Again one more, the crow pose, which is the flying pose. And I was much fascinated about these wings. It's really fantastic rhythm into that. Then I tried out one eagle. That is also superb wings, and this dimension into that was quite good. And specifically these legs, you can see is quite long legs and very firm legs, you can see it. So this way it was, the eagle. Then one more pose of eagle, which is very nicely captured. Where the photographer was there, but it's very nicely captured here. And again, as I said, that it's very firm legs. And the tail again, it's the long tail. Wow, the next one is the owl. If you draw only the eyes, that's good enough for owl. Again, it was something sitting on the rock. Then we celebrated here in India is the Diwali. So we did nice lantern, colorful. Nice bright colors was there. Brighting, colorful, we did it. So we did Diwali celebration here. These colors. The next one again, we did the owl one, which is the baby owl. It was actually, but the gesture and all was very nice. Is captured the flying owl. And quite long wings was there. I was surprised, like the baby owl had so big wings. So that was the again. So a lot of things I get to learn here. That's in realism also there is things which we can't believe it should be like this, but yes, they are. The nature is so great. So according to that, we very rarely observe them. We rarely observe things. Again here I started with the human figures. So nice lady pose was there in this. Hand was kept nicely. Legs a little folded backside, and was the yes, here is the fantastic football player, but when you see actually the reference you will not believe. It's so big fat belly he has, and the kind of gesture he is giving is so fantastic. It's a goalie who's kicking the ball, and from his entire body is backside. The leg is completely folded, and the other legs is towards here, which is kicking the ball. So you should always actually take the references and do the thing, practice it, and you will come to know a lot of things. We can't believe also that it is like that in real also. We just say that the artist exaggerate things, but no, actually there are a lot of things which is in real is that way. So again, this is the pose. She is sitting on the chair. And here we reach to the 50th and I guess 47 minutes. So I think 2 sketches we are ahead. That is great, but maybe later there is some complex drawing are there. So here I made the 50 number building in perspective. It's sort of cake also. So on the top of that building there is the swimming pool, and this is the 50 number. So all these are the glasses, and here I written a day. So that is the 50th day of celebration. Now note, I just started little complicated drawing. It's the couple who's dancing. So there is two poses. As I said, the here now the real challenge will start for me, because I have to draw 2 poses. So here is the girl and she's bending. One hand is here and the other one is somewhere here, and only the leg you can see, one of the leg which is here. There is nothing you can see into that. So that was the dance romantic pose. One more here, again the gesture is the couple. So leg is folded something like this, one leg is on the other side, the hand is up, even the neck is up. The other character, the person who's holding her, is here, this body, and from here you can just see the legs is coming out, or both of them in the mid-air. So that was the 52 number sketch. This is again is the my most favorite pose, and the shading also it's come out very nice. I can say the ideal pose for the dance and the romance, I can say it. So here is the shoulder and hand is there, and is little bended, and the legs are twisted. Can see this legs, and one is from this side. So very nice romantic pose, and the shading I like quite in this specifically, so you can see that in an actual video. Here again a very gesture oriented and very strong pose, both of them are in the mid-air. And this time also when I did this sketch, that time also I used this rapid sketch only, the technique rapid sketch only I used. So you can see that here again this hand is here, the body of girl is somewhere here. So whoever joining me right now, thank you and welcome, but I'm just can't reply you. So that way this pose was, they are both are in the air, not on the ground. Here now onward I just started again the object drawing. Which is, we did nice study of all these objects and shade and lights. Though it look like a very simple forms, but it has a nice roundity that we learn into this. So yes, that was the object drawing sketch. Yes, then we started making object drawing only, but with the proper thorough study of the apple, how dimension wise it should be, or it look like a simple apple, but when it's kept in a various angles, So how to see that various angles. So first of all, in that I draw on the basic cubes first, and from that cube I explained everything, how the simple but the direction of the each and every apple is different. Again, this sketch, so that was the story about this sketch, because on this day I was out of house, and still I took my laptop. It was the picnic time. Everybody was sleeping on the resort, and early morning 5 o'clock I was doing the sketching of this, sitting on staircase, and I did this sketch though I was in the resort. I kept continuation of my 100-day sketching challenge. So whatever the hurdles came, still I didn't give up. It was the big task and big achievement for me. Again, here we did one of the perfume bottle. But whatever the sketches I made, I every time explain what is the perspective, how you can see the perspective lines, where should be the eye level, and all those things I keep telling. So yes, a lot of people commented that it's very easy now when I taught them how to see, or how the artist actually see the things. So that was a very nice feedback I got from a lot of people. This is the shoes, again the simple shoes if I kept. So how it could be, I guess this ink is over, so I should start with the another sketch pen. And here is the shoes. Next one, again I did one of the still life, which is again has the kettle, but in this specific I use the technique called crumbling. So that was the experiment what I did here, and it's turned out very nice. So these are the some of the apples was kept there, and here also we tried that getting the perspective right. So this way we did this. Next one again we did is the quite big jar was there, and it took a lot of time this, because it's a steel jar, and I did nice shading into this basically, so you can actually watch this. It's a nice reference for the shading. And again there was the apple in the foreground. Now here also in the sketching also you will get to see these dimensions. Next is the football player Maradona, right? Yes, so he passes away. So as a tribute, I did his sketch. It was the half the way I got the reference of his, and very typical style of his, and he's very great player. So I guess the 1 hour is completed. Here I started with the sketching of skating people who love to do skating, and in that nice dimensions are there, very nice dimensions, and poses are very strong. So I thoroughly enjoyed that. So now onward there is 3-4 days I did sketching, and a lot of dynamism is there on that. Yes, here is the one of the pose which is like body was very short, but the legs is coming towards the camera was very much big like this. And again the second leg was here, and you can see the skateboard is in perspective, something like this. Again the body was so much of twisted. This hand was here, the face is completely twisted, and this is the low angle feel was there. One more pose, which is the hand is up in the air. Face was again small, the cap was there, and the leg, which is something so big. And this was the skateboard, which is something like this. And here is the one point of this sketch. Next, one more pose which is very nice, and now here my friend Ryan is here to do the photography, and this sketch look like him only, his face. So you can watch and see is that somehow I just quickly remind that it look like you. So he is doing the sketching on this board, which is in the perspective. And this is something like wall is there. So on that he is doing the skating. Here again I started with the architectural buildings with the lot of perspective. So it's quite dynamic. The view was something like this, and small details was there in that sketch, which is again I enjoyed. I made a nice sketch out of that. And next day also I did same. I took the same building and I did but the coloring artwork. So what I did is here now I took another reference which I want to do but I am not able to do, so I'm doing here now that. So kind of a building corner was there and it's a nice building. The more important thing about this thing was the nice structure, but the important here there was a big pillar front of that. I don't know, a lot of wires was there in that. So I was fascinated about those wires, and those are going in the perspective something like this. So obviously this the building was there, but this is very interesting part. What I can see, this wires, lot of wires were there in there. Next was again one of the thing which is the here, that was the foreground steps was there. This also I did very nicely with the shading part and all, and in the background there was a nice wall or the structure, so that I liked that structure, and because of this foreground it was getting a nice depth. So that way that structure was, you can see the real reference also. Here again a small lane was there, and on that there is a big gate which was there in the perspective. All the stones are there in that gate. There is small wall here, and on the background there is a round pillar kind of cylinder. The old structure, what you can see, that I can see there, which is very nice. I liked it. And here again there is a wall and something building structure. So more important, I am passionate about this pillar, and this was the gate. So double window gate was there, and nice shadow is falling down here, so that also you can see it. Yes, this is one more. A lot of art was there in this. and they are going become a smaller and smaller. So that's was the 1 point perspective. You can see it literally. And main here there's one more arc which you can see a more of this. Next one I did was the one of the Indian temple, which is again the nice one, and perspective was fantastic in this. It's kind of mahal something, or maybe a corner of any building. So there are a lot of windows was there, and it's quite top angle. So you can see these lines, plus here there was the balcony, and some of the buildings was there in the background. Next, again quite big pillars and kind of Rome structure, you can see it there. Again here I get to learn nice perspective and dimension. Here again there was the lot of steps. Can see it. These are the long pillars, which is the beauty of this sketch, and there is an arch again here, which also has the long pillars. Then I did one of the sketch, which is the a window of any temple or something. Again, it's a Indian temple, I guess, but in this what I explore was the old broken window or the temple corner. But here I took the advantage of the paper, so I use color paper, and on that color paper I used dry pastels, and the result was fantastic. So you can see them also. Here again we did the one big fort kind of structure, and I did that in the watercolors because the nice lighting was there in that. And here that is the middle tower, which is quite tall, and it has the windows. Again here there was the lot of windows was there, and you can see the small part of this side also. And fascinate is like it's on something like one of the mountain or something like that. So yes, so we did that. The next series what I started here is the flowers. So I did nice petal here, which again all the colors. That was again awesome experience. A sketch of 76 that was. Then again there is one more flower which is we did it from the top angle, and it has the lot of petals, small petals, and I explore that with the color pencils. So very nicely I seen that references and I followed that lighting. So a lot of petals into that, and as you go down that petals getting more opening and more opening and more opening, something like this. But if you see the actual one, it will get nice dimension top angle, and the real shading fun was there in this flower. Then I did big sunflower, which is lot of details again, and the dimension what we seen in this. I did 78 page or day, and here was the leaf what was there. So we'll study properly of the each and every petals, how the folded are there for that petals. So we seen that. Then again here the one of the petal we did is we did actually three angles of the same petal. So this is something like three-dimensional, how you can see the flower that we studied in that. And here is a nice flow of that. And then again the next one what I did is that I used the black tinted paper, which is again the dimension was something like this. The middle stamp was there, and here the petals are opening something like outside of this. So it's on the black paper, and I use the pastels, dry pastels, and one I did with the color pencil. I did two flowers in this, but I seen that the better result got with the audio. Again one more flower what I did, which is the orange flower, which is opening this way, and a lot of points are there in between. And again a lot of leaves also was there in this specifically, and small birds also was the part of that. So this is also turned out very nice, orange flower with the crayons on the black paper. Now onward I started again human figures, but what I did here is I use directly brush. I don't do the drawing. I just directly use brush and the colors, and the result was amazing, like super. Like watercolor is my favorite topic, or the medium I can say. So here also you can see the nice flow into that in the sketches. So she was sitting, it's a kind of Kathak dance pose. Then there is again I tried out some of the different countries cultural poses. So I found very nice poses in this, and again the frill of this was interesting, and the hand fan. Something special is happening in my house, the party time, so please sorry for that noise. Then again the hand and nice gesture. The fan is in the hand. The body is very slim and trim, but this frill is quite long here. So all these frills was there, and nice watercolor effect I got in this, so you can watch that. And then the Santa came, and that was the Christmas celebration. We did nice celebration of Christmas with the watercolor Santa. Which will bring a lot of gifts on this year. So that is also turn out very nice sketch with the watercolors. So lot of, after 50 I did a lot of sketches with the colors, some pencils textures I use, some different technique I tried to use. So again here there is a long dress, and and the hand was something behind. The most important was the frill again, which is quite fluent. Here it was quite big frill or something like this. So here I'm just trying to capture the overall gesture. I'm not seeing the much details. And I guess that much you can achieve in a 1 minute. Even if I reach 10 to 20% also in that actual sketch, still I am happy because I got the gesture right. Again, this is the one of the Indian dance pose. Yes, this again the one of the best pose. I love that pose. The colors, the flow and the force which came was amazing. Did some color splashes into this. So that is also again dance pose, and she is in midair. The leg was folded here, back, up, and one leg was here. So that is again the fantastic dance pose in a midair. Then I started some of the poses which is like human again, but the watercolor. The nice sitting pose was there. The hand was something here and the legs. That way it was. Connected. So we reached to the 89. I'm doing 90 numbers sketch. Again the shoulder and the body gesture. The hand was resting here. Same way the leg was folded on this. This is there and the folded leg again. The hand was in the back here, something she's holding. And yes, the head was tilted. Again, one more nice watercolor result what I achieved in this. and was the head was tilted something like this. Nice hairs, or long hairs I can say. And again the frill of dress, long dress, so it's kind of layers into that dress. It's 8 o'clock and this is the sandal, and she was sitting on the staircase, so something like that. The staircase was yes, I did the cityscape, which is again quite interesting, long and one point perspective actually. So these buildings was something like this, and on this corner it became, so it's a lane. And here also I got very good effect of the sketching, means I use a lot of pen in this, a very few colors, but yes, a lot of pen lines you will be able to see in this. So do watch this layout specifically. Then we celebrated the new year, and for the new year we created one pyramid on which where we written here the 2020 in real 3D effect we given here. (2021), I'm sorry, it's a new year, and here we return the year. Here we did the new, and here we did the happy. So all these perspective lines we followed, and we made a nice pyramid into perspective. Is a building nice structure we created. The next one again, what I did is I use one of the buildings, and nice colors came out in that. Nice fresh color you will be able to see in this, and I was fascinated about this because in this there is kind of Disney kind of feel was there, old building structure, and kind of this cone which is give a more fairy tale effect which was there. And here there is a long road, and here also there is a small entrance which also has a nice design. So all these nice design and perspective, because of that I choose this reference. Here the real challenge I started, which is the without lifting the pen I made these sketches. So was quite tough, but with the practice I achieved that also. and in that also quite big perspective and nice poses was there. So I don't know we are on the schedule or did I am completing in that or not. Yes, here is the horse. Again, this is also sketch I made without lifting the pen. In that there was quite nice force was there. Then again I started human figure, but in this there is a lot of nice drapery was there, and the dance poses, fantastic dance poses was. So you can see and you can love it like those poses was. So here was the real fun was, these are the long dresses. So all are floating in the mid-air. So that was the fun. '97, and this is the '98 one, which is the ballet dance pose, which is again a nice pose. The head was tilted something like this, and I use nice draw the lines in this specifically. And that's the '99 one. Again there is a nice pose, which is the kind of floating pose. The hand is there up, and again the leg is in the front little bit, and this is the fun. This is the dress which is like flowing, and I got a wonderful result in the watercolor. So you will love it, that you can just watch simply. Even the demo was fantastic, so you can see that. And here is the last one. And that last one is I choose myself, my sketch. Which is my typical sketch pose you must have seen in all the thumbnails, which is I'm holding the pencils, 3 pencils, That was the idle pose of mine. And yes, I completed in 1 hour and 39 minutes. Yo, that's wonderful. Whatever that I decided, as per that I finished my sketch challenge. That is also 100 minutes and 100 sketch.